Have you ever wondered what the rarest blood type in the world is? We all know about AB, and O, but beyond these common categories lies something so rare, so mysterious, that even most doctors will never encounter it in their lifetime. A blood type so unique that only a few dozen people on Earth are known to have it. It's called Rh-null, often referred to as the golden blood. In today's video, we'll dive deep into what makes this blood type so extraordinary, why it's so valuable to science and medicine, and the fascinating stories of the people who carry it. People whose blood is literally one of the rarest substances on the planet. So stay tuned till the end, because this story is more mind-blowing than you might think. Blood types explained. To understand why Rh-null is so rare, let's start with the basics. Blood types are determined by the presence or absence of certain antigens, special proteins, on the surface of your red blood cells. The most well-known systems are the ABO system and the Rh system. The ABO system divides blood into A, B, AB, or O, depending on which antigens are present. The Rh system, on the other hand, is based on a group of around 61 different antigens, the most famous being the Rhd antigen, which is what gives us the familiar positive or negative labels. For example, if you're A positive, that means your blood has the A antigen and the Rhd antigen. If you're A negative, you have the A antigen but lack the Rhd. Now imagine this. What if someone's blood lacked all Rh antigens? Every single one of them. That's exactly what Rh-null blood is. It has no Rh antigens whatsoever, something scientists once thought impossible. The discovery. The discovery of Rh-null blood goes back to 1961 in an Aboriginal Australian woman. Doctors were stunned. Her blood didn't fit into any known category. It was missing all the Rho antigens that define human blood groups. At first, researchers thought it might be an error, but further testing confirmed it. She had a completely unique blood profile that had never been documented before. Since that first discovery, fewer than 50 people in the entire world have ever been identified with Rh-null blood. That's right. Out of over 8 billion humans, only around 50 are known to possess this extraordinary blood type. It's so rare that scientists often call it the rarest blood in the world. Why it's so special? So what makes Rh-null so special? And why do researchers call it the golden blood? Well, it's not just its rarity. Rh-null blood is universal for anyone lacking Rh antigens. In other words, it can be transfused to people with any rare Rho negative blood type, making it incredibly valuable for medical use. For patients with extremely rare blood types who can't receive regular transfusions, Rh-null blood can literally save their lives. But here's the catch. Because so few people have it, donating or receiving it is a global challenge. There's no international blood bank stocked with Rh-null. Every donation must be carefully tracked, frozen, and often flown across continents. Sometimes, when an Rh-null patient needs a transfusion, the world scrambles to locate one of the few donors who might be able to help. That's why it's called golden blood. Not because of its color, but because of its unmatched value and life-saving potential. The risks and challenges. But for the people who have this blood type, it's both a blessing and a burden. Imagine knowing that your blood could save lives around the world, but also realizing that if you ever needed a transfusion, your only hope might be one of a few people scattered across the globe. For Rh-null individuals, even minor surgeries or accidents can become life-threatening emergencies. Hospitals often have no compatible blood in storage. In fact, some carriers of Rh-null blood live with extreme caution. They avoid unnecessary risks, limit travel to areas without advanced hospitals, and maintain close contact with international blood organizations that track rare donors. And because transporting Rh-null blood requires deep freezing and meticulous handling, sometimes it's not available fast enough to save a life. It's an invisible burden, one that only a handful of people truly understand. Stories of golden blood donors. Among those few extraordinary individuals are people whose stories have quietly shaped medical history. One of them is a French man who has been donating his Rh-null blood for over 4 decades. He's one of the most important donors in the world. His contributions have helped countless patients survive rare transfusion crises. Because of his generosity and the extreme rarity of his blood, researchers even dubbed him the man with the golden arm. Every drop he donates has been used for scientific research and to create reference samples for testing in labs worldwide. There's also the story of a Japanese woman who, after being diagnosed with Rh-null, was urged by doctors to avoid accidents and medical procedures unless absolutely necessary, because finding matching blood in Japan would be almost impossible. These real-life heroes live in quiet anonymity. Their names often kept secret for privacy and safety, but their rare gift makes them invaluable to medical science. The science behind it, from a scientific perspective, Rh-null is a puzzle. The Rh system is controlled by a group of genes responsible for producing antigens on red blood cells. In Rh-null individuals, these genes either carry mutations or are missing entirely. As a result, their red cells are structurally different and more fragile, which can sometimes lead to mild anemia or other blood issues. But these same differences make Rh-null blood a goldmine for researchers studying genetic mutations, blood disorders, and human evolution. It offers rare insights into how blood groups evolved and how tiny genetic changes can affect compatibility and health across the human species. Scientists believe studying Rh-null could help advance treatments for hemolytic diseases and improve transfusion medicine in the future. The ethical side. There's also an ethical dimension to this story. Because of its rarity, some people worry that Rh-null donors might be pressured or even exploited for their blood. That's why organizations like the International Rare Donor Panel strictly regulate and protect donor identities. Each sample is treated like a global asset, frozen, cataloged, and available only in true emergencies. This secrecy isn't just for privacy, it's for safety. Imagine if the world knew who had the rarest blood on Earth. They could easily become targets of exploitation, medical black markets, or unwanted attention. It's a reminder that even something as natural as blood can carry immense social and ethical weight. The future of blood science. As science advances, researchers hope to someday replicate Rh-null blood in the lab. Through genetic engineering and stem cell technology, scientists are working to artificially create universal blood that could eliminate the need for rare donors entirely. If successful, this could revolutionize transfusion medicine, making the term rare blood type a thing of the past. But until then, the handful of Rh-null donors remain living treasures of humanity, people whose veins carry one of the rarest and most valuable substances on Earth. So the next time you hear about blood donation, remember, your blood type might be common, but to someone out there, it could mean life or death. And for the few who carry the golden blood, their story isn't just about rarity. It's about responsibility, sacrifice, and the incredible diversity hidden within human biology. If you found this story fascinating, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, because we bring you more deep dives into the mysteries of science, medicine, and the human body every week. Thank you for watching, and remember, sometimes the rarest things in life are the ones that connect us all.